Why are they only moving that far? It's the middle of July, 86 degrees out, no rain in the forecast. Let's put wipers on Stinkbug. I've been complaining about this forever, and although the timing is a little bit weird because it's summer, I finally ordered the stuff. Our last drive, you saw I was manual wiper man, and I'm over it. So here's what I got. This truck came with vacuum wipers from the factory. We're doing away with all that. I got an electric conversion, switch, 2 of the smallest wiper blades I've ever, I think these are 10 inches, and then 2 new stainless arms. All of this came from LMC, shipped to my door, $303. It should fit in the factory location. I've got all the old stuff out already. It's probably super hard and annoying for you guys to see, but up in this region is where that motor's gonna mount. This is the part that turns, and the other linkage is up here somewhere. These arms are what actually move the wipers. A new switch that's gonna replace the old one in the dash right here. The electric setup's actually a 2-speed unit. You basically have a little bit of rain or a lot of rain. Those are your settings. So I'm gonna wrestle with this and try to get this motor mounted up there. It's pretty simple. There's just those 2 little wings. 2 bolts go through them. They're actually threaded. I need to make sure that I didn't throw away the old hardware. If I did, get some new stuff. And then the wiring stuff's already connected, it's already fused, and I have a diagram to where these plug into the back of the switch. It really shouldn't be that big of a deal. The hardest part is the under the dash stuff, which unfortunately also the hardest part to film, but it goes right where the old vacuum motor came out of. Okay, so I got the motor in there. You're looking through the speedo hole right now, but you could kind of see it. Come around to the other side and show you a little bit better maybe. That's it there, tucked up, kind of right behind where the speedo goes, and then this arm is for the passenger side wiper, and there's a shorter one on the other side, and they connect to that little bell crank with the spring on it, which is what we're going to do now. But you pull that spring and there's like a washer. The arms just slip over it, and the spring is kind of the retainer for the whole thing. Remember, it's really low speed. It doesn't need a whole bunch of retention, but that's kind of what keeps everything together. Next up is the switch, which this is it. It's a nice little 2-speed unit. Listen, off, 1, high speed. The problem is this jam nut diameter is smaller. This is the original switch, which would just like kind of turn the vacuum off and on. It's got a lot bigger shank, which means this is gonna be loosey-goosey in that hole. So what I'm gonna do is there's a set screw for the knob. I'm gonna pull that off, and I think I have some like, not body washers, but like crush washers for oil pans and stuff that I think will work to kind of space this up so we can use the factory hole. I don't want to drill another hole when there's a perfectly good one right there. If your truck was all the way apart, you could like weld a washer into that hole and make it the right size. We're not going to do that. We're just going to make it work and jam it all together. Washer will go on top. This will come through. If I can't hold this in here, here's my thought, right? Washer, jam. I'm going to leave that a little loose because I don't know where the flat needs to be, but this will reach up. Wipers on, wipers off. All right, here's the wiring diagram for the back of the switch. All the wires come with the connectors on them. So yellow, white, green. Red is the one down here by this triple. Have a look. It's just pretty tight up there where we gotta go. All right, we're gonna snug this up. And then all we have to do is wire switch to 12 volts. Off, low speed, high speed, low speed, off. So we're all hooked up, wired up. Before I put the arms on, I want to make sure everything's working. I put a piece of tape on it so you can see, but if I reach in here and turn the key, okay, now we have 12 volts. So I turn the switch one time, we should go to low speed. Oh yeah. Now we're going high speed. I feel like I can see better already. All right, both sides are working. You probably can't see the other one. Do they self-park? Oh, they do. That's nice. That's parked, so we need to get our new blades and set them, our arms and blades, and set them so they're down. And then when we turn it on, the first movement should be up, obviously. Based on my paperwork, this is the right-hand side. What I didn't realize until now is these must both park in the center and sweep like that. 3, 6, 40, 25, wiper arm right hand. So we're gonna put it in there. I think I can just push on it, although I do have that tool. It's not a great fit, but I think that's how it goes. Let me get the other one on. I feel like we need to test this. I need a spray bottle with some water or something. I don't want to wipe dry, you know. This is interior and glass cleaner, so it'll be fine. Let's get a little bit of moisture on there and see how she works. It doesn't go far. Are they spinning? And why are they only moving that far? I feel like I got a bind somewhere. They were wiping good at first, and then it's like they got dry. Does it need to be like really raining for these to work? Let me try again, no adjustments. What? Oh, hold on. Uh-oh, we got problems. And I gotta clean my windshield. So what I saw when I poked my fat head under the dash for the 100th time is that the motor was moving, but the rest of the linkage wasn't. Let me show you if I can. It appeared to me that the drive was like turning on the splines up under the dash. So I don't know if like a set screw didn't get tight or if we already broke it, but we need to investigate that. I'm not gonna run it for very long, but watch the bell crank. See how it's barely moving, but the shaft is? Okay, I'm turning it off. This shaft is spinning inside of this piece, which I think is splined, and I saw some dust, so I'm hoping we didn't smoke this thing already. I can't imagine it's that much torque, but I think this thing might be coming all the way back out. Here's the deal. Motor's back out. It's in the vise upside down right now, but here's what I'm calling the bell crank. I'm not turning the motor, okay? That's a problem. So I think what they've done is relied heavily on this screw, which is about that tight. Here's what I'm seeing. This is a shaft collar, not knurled, with this little bell crank piece welded to it in one spot. This is pretty chicken shit, to be honest with you. It'll work for wipers, but... And then they have the set screw that was touching for sure, but really not doing a lot more than that. Keep that in mind. We can fix this though. That's the important part. First thing we're gonna do, oh, I see why they only welded it in one spot. Here's why. If you welded it in two spots, both sides, and snug that shaft collar up, you'd start breaking welds or something. It wouldn't move. You gotta have one free side in order to squeeze together. So what they did was, I don't know, the instructions say nothing about this, so I'm assuming at the factory they forgot to tighten this. That's your main squeeze, okay? And then this set screw is only supposed to be kind of like a safety. And all we had was the set screw. You can see where it's touching. You can see the shiny spot there where this was moving, but this was staying still because dry windshield, new wipers, there was some friction there that we weren't quite ready for. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this back on and we're gonna line, we've lost our park position now, is what I'm getting at. But we're gonna line this set screw up with about the start of this gouge. We know that's about where it was from the factory, and they are parked from the factory, which makes me think that they had this apart and they just didn't tighten it. Then we're gonna tighten the shit out of this, and that should squeeze this collar together and hold it on there. And then we're gonna tighten the shit out of this, and it's gonna drive that set screw into the splines and act as kind of just another point of friction. It's okay, no problem, we're fixed. If you do buy one of these kits, put a wrench on those first before you put it in and have to take it out like me. All right, so I got the motor back in, attached, the shaft more secure than last time. I think we're ready to give it another test. It is the next day and I left the battery on all night, so it is super dead. I have a charger on it. I think we probably have enough voltage to run the wipers once or twice. So we're gonna give it a go. I don't want to run them dry, so I've got my cleaner here. I'm hoping now, when we hit the button, we get a little fuller stroke and we'll hopefully park in the right spot, because we kind of had to guess when we had that shaft collar off. But let's give it a rip. Key on. We'll go low speed first. Oh, that's a lot better. They're not exactly timed, but I don't know if I care. High speed. They make an awful lot of noise, but okay, let's see if they park. They're still moving slowly. It is better if you can time it when they're close to the bottom. For the amount of times this thing's probably gonna see rain, I feel like that's okay. And it wipes to almost vertical now, which it didn't do before. Remember last time it was just this like little triangle? I'm pretty happy with that. It's not the best test in the world, but it proves that the linkage is linkaging and the motor's motoring and all that stuff. There's a lot of slop in these too, so I think park is more of a suggestion. This window's gonna be clean, although it's probably gonna take all the Rain-X off of it. All right, like I said, it's the middle of July. It's not raining, but we got to test this thing. So make it rain, honey. Here we go. I got 2 speeds. That's not bad. All right, all right, all right. It's enough. It came in through my cowl vent, but that's all right, well, I think that's going to do it for this episode of Tiger's Garage. Stinkbug has wipers, and we don't really need them, but that's okay. It is one more thing that's off the list towards making this truck a usable vehicle in any weather condition, which is really the goal. I would like to drive this thing every day and not worry about if it's going to rain, if it's going to be sunny, if it's going to be cold, if it's going to be hot. There's a lot more on that list, but this was a big one, and we're finally done. Thank you guys for sticking around. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Tiger's Garage.